Good morning everyone, welcome to part one of a short series of clips that I'm going to make which are going to talk about the posture and its importance in both the setup and the swing. So our first key thing to appreciate is that what is good posture for? What does it help create? Well, firstly, it helps us to create good balance during our golf swing. Vitally important. Without good balance, we can't expect to have any control over our movements. So that's the first thing that we're going to put a real emphasis on. Secondly, good posture is hugely important for the movements that we make during the swing. How much flexibility we can actually create and obtain during the swing. So today I'm going to talk about a few things that would represent good posture, things that we really should be looking for when we're standing and setting up to play a golf shot. Okay. Now, before I even go on to that, what I want to try and do as well today is to try and get you thinking a little bit about some of the movements that you could make that would help your body get ready to position itself well. Because I think we sometimes overlook this, the fact that we do need to get our body ready to play golf. So during this video as well, I want to try and give you one or two movements that will help you get your body ready to put it into some of the positions I talk about. Nice simple one today actually. So just grabbing your golf club and bring your feet together. And all we're going to do to start with is just going to take a little lunge forward and we're just going to reach upwards. So just looking upwards there. Okay, bring it back. Right, same again. Just stretch the arms up, looking upwards. Nothing too extreme. Okay. So just again, use 3 or 4 of those, ideal. And then just the other leg. Okay, again, looking up. 3 or 4 reps on each one's ideal. And then just a step backwards this time, and then just bowing forward, looking down to the ground. Okay, so we're just stretching our back a little bit really, and knees, and a little bit of the legs. Okay, and again, other side. Okay, so nice simple stretch there. That will just help us to get into a good position with the posture. Okay, so from face on then, let's start from the ground up and start thinking about what we're going to do with our feet first. Okay, so let's start with the feet shoulder width apart. Okay, that's ideal. You can look down, see, not easy to see what shoulder width apart is a lot of the time, so use your hips. You can look down from there. Let's also just turn our feet out slightly. When I start to talk about some of the movements in the swing that will relate to the posture, we'll probably cover that. So just let your feet turn out fractionally. Okay, now this is where also I want you to try and appreciate where your body weight is on what part of your feet that you're actually putting your body weight. Now, you know, we can be a little bit towards the heels, a bit towards the toes. Okay, so we can kind of feel that's towards the toes. There's the heels. Now, I really want you to feel like you're on the balls of your feet. So you're very centered here. Let's get the weight really even, both from back to front on the feet and side to side. So everything's very, very stable there. Okay, that's good. All right, now from there, let's just feel a little bounce in the legs. So let's just feel what that is. So I want you to get this sense of just softening the knees, feeling that you're in an athletic position with your legs. Okay, so let's try and create that. Okay, that's good. Now, okay, it's from here then that I want you to extend the club out in front of you. So I've got a 7-iron here, not too important what club you've got, but just feel like you're extending your arms out. You'll notice my elbows are comfortably towards each other here from this position. Now, I want you now just to feel like you're just tilting forwards, you're bending forwards, but you're really doing that from your hips there. Okay, So we've got the soft knees, and now we're putting the upper body into a good position. Now, the key to this really is to make sure the tilt comes from the hips. Try and feel like your upper body stays held up. Okay, so get this feeling here. There's a lovely little tip forward, and this part of your body is nicely held up. Okay, so you're really engaging your core muscles at this point. Okay, so now, again, I'm feeling really well balanced here. This is probably a good time to just look at how far away your left hand is from the inside of your left leg. So 4 or 5 inches would be ideal here. Okay, that stays really quite consistent with different clubs as well. So just there, that's good. Now the other thing to take into consideration here is where the head is. So one thing I want you just to be really conscious of here is that your chin is away from your chest. Okay, and again, when we come to talk about some of the movements that we're going to make in the swing, that will become really clear as to why we need the chin clear of the chest. Okay, so it's from here then that I'm now feeling in an athletic position, ready to make some of the movements that are going to be desirable in the golf swing.